2, 1, 2, man. Once again, man, it's the only DJ Chase, man, the one and only, man. We are here, we back. Like I said, 2026, as you see, I've been working, I've been cooking. But we got a special guest today, the one and only Steph G. But before I get started, we got a few sponsors, so make sure you download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, iPhone, Android. Download it now, the DJ Chase Radio mobile app on your iPhone. The official new website coming soon, rapmarkets.com. Podcast directory, use the promo code DJ Chase and get 10% off your order. And Groove, the hottest platform to get in touch with players, curators, get real feedback from real people, not bots. But today we got the lovely, the talented, I've had the honor to DJ for a couple times, New York City, Brownsville, Big Brooklyn. You know this man, the lovely, the talented, the one and only Steph G in the building. What's going on, Queen?
What's up, y'all? I'm here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So, I have a really unique fan base. One things I like to do, and I specialize my podcast on, is music business and education and things like that, because there's a lot of misinformation and things, people that are trying to get into the business. And, you being a strong female presence in the music business is definitely something that I want to touch on. So with that being said, I want to talk about your background a little bit. So you're from Brownsville, Brooklyn, correct?
Yeah, I'm from Brownsville, Brooklyn. I've been there since.
Yeah.
Well, I was born in the city, but I was raised in Brooklyn. So been there all my life.
Got you for sure. And Brownsville is a very special place. Because some of my favorite artists are from Brownsville. I know M.O.P., Sean Price. Those are the famous Brownsville guys that I like. You know what I'm saying? But what makes Brownsville a more different place? You got Flatbush, you got Canarsie, you got different places in Brooklyn. But what makes Brownsville kind of special?
Honestly, I think what makes Brownsville special is I think that everybody, when they hear Brownsville, is like, oh my gosh, I'm not going to Brownsville. Like, that's like automatically what people think. Like, I remember growing up, like, if you was talking to somebody, they'll be like, nah, I'm not going over there. I'm not going over there. So I think because people look at us like that, like, we feel like we have we have to really stick together, if that makes sense. Like, and really hold our city down. Like, there's good things about Brownsville too. You know what I'm saying? But I think what makes it gave me heart. Brownsville gave me heart. It's like you gotta be on timing at 24/7. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just gotta be on timing.
Love it for sure.
Yeah.
And one thing, like, you're so accomplished. You know what I'm saying? I would say that because, like, a lot of artists, they rely on, we've seen it coming from the town. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of artists, they get here and then just go right down. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Were your parents like involved in music or anything like that? What inspired you to be an artist?
So when I was younger, my uncle was doing music. My stepfather was actually managing him, and he was like, he was putting, he was investing in my uncle, and I watched it. But I always been into music because I was a choreographer growing up.
Oh, okay.
So I was always obsessed with music. I always been around music. I knew something was gonna revolve around music, but I didn't think I was gonna be the one in the booth doing the music.
Yeah,
that didn't happen until I got older, and then I jumped on the booth with my brother, because my brother started music first, and then after that, that was it.
Love it. Like to hear that. That's what's up.
Yeah.
So you was that's something I didn't know. You were a choreographer first.
Yes.
That's what's up.
So now I incorporate that in my music, for videos, shows.
Gotcha. I love that because, like, a lot of times that's missing, especially like with performance. We see all types of crazy show performances out here. You know what I'm saying? And who influenced you? Like, who did you listen to? Like, as far as like music, like who did you like? I rock with. Not so close to home, but like just in general. Like, who did you listen to growing up?
Well, I grew up a lot on Michael Jackson. I grew up on Missy. On like the Nelly, Destiny's Child. That was like my era. Like the pop era, when you had the music videos on TV, that's like my era.
Love it.
Aaliyah.
Sure. Yeah.
Lauryn Hill.
Yeah, for sure. And do you feel like, when you write music, because a lot of artists, especially the female artists, they get so much slack for having other people write for them. And me as a producer, I don't think that's fair, because it's like, the greats have people write for them. So why is it so hard when other artists do it? But when you making music, do you feel like, I have to write everything 100%, or I just say, it could be both?
Like I always say, I'll take a good hook. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like the hook is important. So I will always take a good hook. But for the most part, I like to write my own stuff. I'll take some suggestions. You know what I'm saying? But having like somebody like completely write something for me, no.
No, got you. And do you like this? Do you like the studio better, or do you like the stage better?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because honestly, when I'm at both, I'm in my element. Like it
Yeah.
just feels like home. So,
Yeah.
but if I had to pick one, I'm gonna say the studio because that's where the groundwork comes from. There's
No.
not gonna be no performance if there's no
Yeah.
studio.
Yeah.
And the studio is where you got the fuck ups. Is where you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it's where you create. So I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna say the studio. But I love to perform too. So
Love it, love it. And
yeah,
in your journey, like, as a female artist and as a female MC, once again, I don't really consider you MC because you do like all types of music, so I won't even say MC, but just a
yeah.
female artist. What is like one of the hardest things you had to deal with being a female in this business?
Not being taken serious at the beginning, especially.
Mm,
I used to bartend.
okay.
So a lot of people that I knew from the bartending world and like the lit clubs in New York City,
Mm,
they was just looking at me as a bartender.
mm,
So that to me was a struggle when I first started music because I was like,
mm,
oh, another bartender just trying to do music. So it
mm,
was really I had to break down a lot of barriers and really
mm,
show people like I'm here.
mm,
So I would say that, and
mm,
also, just dealing with men in the industry.
mm. Gotcha,
Certain
gotcha.
men. I'm not gonna say all, but certain.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm a man, so we not all of
Yeah.
us are not bad.
Not
So
everybody, but you get what I mean.
for sure, for sure. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you. And then being in that, but that's a great thing to understand because you kind of understood the business, and
Right.
like as far as the business, because like I said, we've seen a lot of people make a lot of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? Social
Yeah.
media, and you have a great image. You know what I'm saying? And overall, your sound is great, but you also have
Yeah.
great presentation. You know what I'm saying? And in business, that matters. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where did you pick up that business acumen as far as understanding like networking with DJs or like networking with people like me, podcasts and radio? Where'd you get that business acumen from?
So honestly, I always been business oriented. I'm a
Mm,
hustler. Like
yeah.
I had a business before I started doing music. I
Okay.
had an event business, so I already know you need to do good business. Like
Mm,
that's something that I always had.
yeah.
Now, when it comes to music, it's a little different. So
Mm,
it was a lot of trial and error.
mm,
At the beginning, I really, it was us just learning as we go. But I
mm,
feel like those business qualities I always had that.
mm.
And shout out to my PR Lamara too, because she's also a businesswoman.
Yes, yes, yes.
So when business people align, it's like you can make magic.
Yeah, yeah, for sure, for sure. And as far as like, because a lot of artists too, what I noticed today, especially, like they feel like they too good for things. And what I mean by that is like they'll have a poppin' social media page, but when you meet them in person, they're not very humble.
Hmm.
They're not very nice.
Yeah.
And then also too, they can't sell 2 tickets to a show. Um, Being as an artist that you are, that's a popping artist, that's an independent. I would consider you an independent artist.
Yeah.
How do you learn to navigate between have a fine balance? Like, where do you find the fine balance between social media and real life?
Honestly, to tell you the truth, it's really no like secret weapon or anything like that. I'm
Mm,
just myself.
yeah, yeah,
And I think that works for me because
yeah.
it's like when you see me in person,
Mm,
sometimes people think I'm gonna be stuck up, but no, people love me when they see me in person.
yeah,
And
yeah,
that helps me. I feel like you thinking you're bigger than the program is not gonna help you anywhere.
yeah,
Because the more people love you, the more people want to help you, the more people want to reach out to you,
yeah.
the bigger you make your circle. You know what I'm saying? The more
Mm,
support you have. So I live by that. Like you can't treat people a certain way just because you think you're
mm,
popping or whatever. So I always
mm.
just treat people with grace as long as you're treating me with respect.
For sure, I love it.
So
Yeah, I love it. And then
just be
before,
myself.
yeah, for sure, for sure. And because like I said, I've seen you. Like I said, yo, Chase, I got a record for you. Play it. I want to perform right now. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
you'll get on the stage and put yourself out there. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
like I said, and as far as like shows and things like that, like when you feel like okay, being a choreographer, like when
Hmm.
you reach that plateau of a performance and things like that, where's like a dream place to perform at?
Of course, I'm gonna say Madison Square Garden. That's
Yeah,
number one because it's
yeah,
my city. You know what I'm saying? Madison and Barclays. I have to hit those stages.
okay, I agree.
So I'm gonna say those, and then the big arenas, of course, around the world. I'm trying to be a
Yeah,
superstar. I'm trying to be in the biggest
yeah.
arena every city, every country has.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Love it, love it. And I know there's been offers, and I know there's been like things and deals that probably presented to
Yeah.
you. Do you ever feel like what one day you will sound, or you just like being independent?
I'm not gonna say that I wouldn't sign, but the day that I do sign, it has to make a lot of sense. Like
Mm,
I'm really interested in a team that's gonna really go hard for me, not just add me onto their list of artists and bench me when they feel like it. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a team that's kind of like the team that I have now as a
mm,
partnership.
mm.
Like, not even, I don't want to get rid of my old team. So that's something that comes with me as well. So whoever's going to take me has to take my team, and the deal has to make sense for me because I've invested a lot. You know what I'm saying? When it comes down
Mm,
to business, I know the business. I'm
yeah.
not somebody that's just going to sign just for a moment. You know what I'm
Mm,
saying? So it
mm,
just got to make sense. But
yeah.
I'm okay with being independent too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Mm,
whatever God has for me, that's what it is.
I love it. I love it. And I want to ask you this, right? What is your dream? Who would be your dream collaboration? You know what I'm saying? No budget allowed. Who would be your dream feature?
Drake for sure.
Drake. I can see that. I can definitely see
Yeah.
that. Yeah. I
Yeah,
can see
especially like with the vibes that I got coming out
that.
this
Yeah.
year, like the end of
Yeah.
this year, it's like
Yeah.
I'm leaning a lot towards like the melodizing
Yeah.
and making
Yeah.
like good music.
Yeah, love it, love it. And I want to ask you this,
Yeah.
right? I gotta ask about some music, right? So I'm gonna play a game with you, right?
Okay.
All right. Is it better for him to get a one taste, or is it better for you to pop it?
It's better for me to pop it. Every time. Every time.
For sure, for sure. Now I got one more for you. Is it better to be a ride or die chick or be live like a G?
Live like a G. Period.
For sure, for sure. Now I want to ask you this: how do you feel like your music has grown? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, you've been at this for a while, from running to popping. How do you feel like your music has
Yes.
grown? How do you feel like you've
Oh
grown as an
my
artist?
God. I was literally just listening to my older music and I
Yeah,
was like, yo, it's like night and day.
yeah,
But you know, I embrace all of it because I like to see my growth. I feel
mm,
like my music is so much different. I feel like now I'm finally in my space. I was 2 years heavy in the studio
yeah,
trying to come up with songs that I feel like are worthy, like not
yeah,
just a trend. And
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Like Pop It been recorded. I
yeah,
was just waiting to drop it. So it's
yeah,
like I think my music now is just it's just too good. I feel
yeah,
like I'm excited to drop new music.
yeah,
I feel like it's finally music that people could be like, oh, this is a good song,
yeah,
not just a moment or something
yeah,
that's trending. So I'm
yeah,
trying to stay away from trends and
yeah,
lean more towards like the
yeah.
good feel music.
For sure, for sure. And I do want to ask you the one question: like, what's your nationality? I always want to ask you that.
Dominican.
For sure, for sure. And I'm the reason.
I'm American too.
Yeah,
So
no, but there's a reason I'm
yeah.
asking because, like, you know, the culture's different. You know what I'm saying? And the
Yes.
reason I'm asking is because you do have a Spanish speaking song. So are you gonna do
Yeah.
more both Spanish speaking and American songs? English
It's so
songs, excuse
funny because everybody, my family, so many
me.
people's like, Steph, when you gonna do a full Spanish
Yeah,
song?
that's
When
what I
you
was
gonna do
asking.
Spanish?
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
Spanish? But it's coming. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
It is coming. More Spanish is coming. But I think I'm working on the music that I actually enjoy listening to
okay.
first.
Gotcha, gotcha.
I want to dominate that, and then
Yeah.
I'm still gonna throw some Spanish in there. But I have a full Spanish song ready to go.
Yeah, okay, perfect. That's what I said. Because I love me some Dembo. I'm from Harlem, so I be in the Heights
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
time. So
yeah,
I'm a Harlem cat. So, all right, cool,
yeah.
cool, cool. So let's talk about Pop It right quick, right? The single that I got, you know what I'm
Right.
saying, that's been pushing, that's been rocking and rolling in 2026. How did that record come about? Excuse me.
So we was in the studio. You know what I'm saying? We was in the
Mm,
studio doing my thing. Like I said, that hook, they gave me that hook. I didn't write that hook.
that was
You
up.
know, being transparent. But I heard the hook and I said, this sounds like Chris Brown. I said,
Yeah,
let me put my ones and twos in there. And once we
yeah,
made it, it was like, nah. It was
yeah.
like, this is gonna go crazy. But Papa actually surprised me.
Mm,
Cause honestly speaking, I was supposed to drop something else.
mm,
And then I
mm.
was like, you know what? Let's drop Pop It for now. That
Yeah,
was the situation with Pop It.
yeah,
But once I dropped Pop It, everybody was like, no, this is a hit. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
yeah.
so it really did catch me. Like, I knew the song was good because I was holding it for my album,
Mm,
but everybody's really messing
yeah.
with the song. So
Yeah, I vibe with it. Like I said, because you being from Brownsville, you kind of tough there. So I'm like, that
exactly.
shows a little nice side. You know what I'm
Yeah, exactly. That's what I wanted. I
saying?
wanted it to give
Yeah,
like, like
yeah,
it's still me, but it's more like pretty girl
yeah, yeah.
vibe.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm
There you go.
saying? Like,
Yeah, I like I said, as a DJ, I appreciate it. People think like, I mean, like we like smooth stuff. I'm a smooth guy. I like R&B,
right.
so it got my attention. And Swan Cole, he produced it or was somebody else produced it?
No, DJ Swanko produced it. The guy on
Okay,
the hook, he
okay.
produced
Got it. Love it,
Right.
love it.
Yeah.
For sure, for
Hmm.
sure. So, with that being said, I want to ask this: is there a full project or EP or mixtape coming out in
Yes.
2026? What's up? The
For
summer's almost here, so
sure. For sure. I have an EP coming out. It's ready. Again, it's been ready.
yeah,
I'm just, we popping it right now, but the
yeah,
EP's coming right after.
for sure, for sure. So, with that being said, we got some shows coming up this week. Steph G, what's popping? What you got coming up?
Yes, I have this Friday, I have a show with Scarlett in Brooklyn.
Yeah,
Saturday, I have Day Summit with Morris. And Sunday I have a hosting at Partake, so we outside all weekend.
Yeah, I'm coming up, so I might gotta come see you on one of them events.
Yeah, for sure.
For sure, love it. And Steph G, one of my last questions, Mom, before I get out of here is this. I asked everyone this. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, you are a grinding artist, and like I said, I wanted to interview you on, because like I said, you have so much knowledge and game, and you're working. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists they don't work; they just rely on pictures. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, what is one piece of advice that you would give any young female artist getting into the music business today?
My number one advice every time is really just stay focused, have tunnel vision. Don't care about what's going on the internet. Don't worry about what the next person is doing. You need to just focus on yourself. Have that tunnel vision and work hard. Make sure you have a good camera guy. Shoot. Like shoot content as much as you can. Don't matter if you get 1 like, don't matter if you get 2 likes, they're watching. So just work.
Love it. Once again, Steph G, mama, if they don't know you, where can they find you? Plug everything, social media, Spotify, YouTube, everything. Plug everything.
Yeah, I can find me at Steph G on Instagram, Steph G everywhere, actually, on TikTok, Twitter, everywhere, Steph G. And make sure you stream Pop It. It's out right now. We outside popping it.
Love it. Once again, man, WDJC, DV, DJ Chase Radio, the one and only Steph G, Brownsville, Brooklyn's own, man. Download that DJ Chase Radio mobile app, man, iPhone, Android. The app will be back up next week. I'm just doing some maintenance. YouTube, Spotify Podcast, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube, DJ Chase TV, and we out of here. Yeah.